Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Wahawakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day, that's continually feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. And Shalom to the Hofi elect that's continually laboring in his work, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, true sincerity, and all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled The Vanguard of Yahawashi, in which the men of the Lord that you see out in the highways and byways, we are known as the Vanguard. All right. And actually, if you look up the word Vanguard in the scriptures, basically that word, or the definition of that word, means a soldier that is on the front line. You know, and I'm about to get that in a second to show you the definition of the word Vanguard, because that's why you see the men that's standing up for the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, which that's the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son, in which the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh and the Son's name is Yahawashi. You know, we stand for his name and for truth's sake and for the doctrine that's been hid for ages and now is being brought to light, and we are the defenders of the truth. All right, because the Lord has set us up to be in that position, so we are able to defend the gospel. All right, because the scriptures speak about us being as a defense for the gospel, in which you go into the word gospel, it means good tidings or good news. All right, because you got individuals that are trying to disrupt the good news. You know, because we're telling our people that our Lord Yahawashi is about to return and to take us out of captivity, the captivity under the so-called white man, in which his biblical nationality is Esau or Edom. You know, that's the good news to our people. But yet you got individuals that are disrupting and trying to halt us from spreading the good news, right? Which once again is the gospel. All right, because the other nations had their time, man. All right, and they have a hand in America's punch bowl. All right, in other words, these other nations are in bed with America. All right, because America is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. All right, also known as the Golden City, the Virgin Daughter, Babylon, the Beauty of the Chaldees, Excellency. You know, all these titles. But the ones that don't benefit from America, but rather was used for the development and the upbringing of America, all right, off the backs and blood of a certain people, which those people are Israelites, man. The Hebrew Israelites, which they consist of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. So therefore, once again, the Lord has raised up men in order to be the vanguard for this truth. As the scriptures say, in the book of Psalms, I forget what chapter. I can look it up in a second, but it says, "Who will stand up for me against the evildoers?" All right, and the ones that are standing up against the evildoers are the men that you see right now, who are part of the Hofi elect. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the word Vanguard. Right. I got the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and I had Vanguard, but I got to pull it up again. Okay, there's the word Vanguard, right? It means the group of people, what you see. The group, what you see right now is a great millstone, right? It says who are the leaders of an action or movement in society, politics, art, etc. In which this case, we are the leaders of, in which really this isn't a movement. You know, if you want to take it, if you want to be technical, really this is an uprising of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is what you're seeing right now. All right. You're seeing the Lord is raising up the elect once again of the nation of Israel to partake in the kingdom. All right. Because those are the ones that have received mercy from Yahawashi. And that's what you're seeing. So now you're seeing the uprising of the elect. All right. Raising up against all wickedness and abominations and filthiness of the earth, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter and the 4th verse. So the group of people who are the leaders of an action or movement in society, politics, art, etc. And really, right now you're seeing the leaders of Israel rising up. All right, because you got the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You got the up and coming elders, and then you got the rest of the argument, which we're all leaders, man. All right, now Lord's will, once again, we're part of the hopeful elect. All right, because the Lord right now is grooming us to be leaders. All right, every single one of us that hold fast to this word, and also that pertains on the faith too, man. All right, because this thing of ours is faith-based. All right. Now, if you read to the full definition, if you go down, right, it says the troops moving at the head of an army. All right, like I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, the ones that are on the front line. It says the forefront of an action or movement. All right, in which we're the forerunners of this truth, man. All right. The Lord has raised up the men that are in Great Millstone right now to be leaders and to be examples of how to conduct yourself in the truth. All right. That's why we're the most hated group out of all the Israelite camps that are set up. Because we set a standard. All right. And really that standard is based on the Bible. All right. And it just goes to show you who the Lord's really dealing with, man. Okay. Now I'm going from there. I want to get the etymology. Slakia. I had the etymology. Let me go back. All right, this etymology of the word vanguard, right? Which really a vanguard is a compound word. Van comes from avant, right? Or avant, which is French. And guard, of course, means to protect or shield. Now, if you go to the word avant, right? Avant literally means before. All right. This is before, in front of. Okay. Front or forehead. It said in front of, before, which meant from in front of. Okay. Now let's go back and look up the word guard, right? That word guard means one who keeps watch. One who keeps watch a body of soldiers. Also care, custody, guardianship. Guardian, warden, keeper, watching, keeping, custody. All right, preserve, protect. keep, to maintain. All right. That's what it means to guard. And that's exactly what the men of the Lord are doing. We're maintaining, we're keeping, we're maintaining and keeping this word in the ways of Yahawashi. All right. We're protecting the cause of Yahawashi. All right, which pertains on the life, by the way. That says a keeping, a custody, right? In which that pretty much is it for that definition. All right. So in front of, right, which we read in Avant, which means in front of, all right, or before. And guard means to keep or custody, maintain, protect, preserve. So in other words, the ones that you see right now, we are the soldiers of Yahawashi, and we're on the front lines to guard this truth, to guard, basically to keep watch, because the Lord said he set up watchmen out of the nation of Israel. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the scriptures. And of course, my app would go haywire when I'm doing this video. Philippians, the first chapter. I just had it. Okay, well, here it is. Philippians, the first chapter, in the 17th verse. It says, "But the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel." All right. Actually, I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, "The one preached Yahawashi of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. But the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel." See, and just like the Apostle Paul was set in defense of the gospel, we're also in like manner, we're set in defense of the gospel, which once again, the gospel means the good news. All right. And defend, right, or defense. Actually, let me see if I can get that real quick. That's like it. Just trying to multitask. That's the wrong verse. I'm going to get verse 17. Okay, so that word defense, right, is apologia. Oh, that sounds like a similar word that we hear. All right, you got ones that call themselves apologists, right? So that word defense means apologia in the Greek, which means verbal defense, speech in defense, a reasoned statement or argument. All right. Because you got an individual by the name of Vocab Malone that's an apologist, right? So he proclaims himself to be a verbal defender. All right. In other words, he claimed to be a defense of the Bible, in which he doesn't know anything about the Bible. All right. And he worships Serapis, which that's really, he worships what these people call Christ or Jesus or whatever, which that's not his name. So it says defense, answer for oneself, clearing of oneself, right? It says answering, clearing of self, defense. So it literally means to defend, all right, verbally defend, all right, to make statements in defense. And by the way, it's not just any regular old statements or verbal arguments that we basically put out to defend the gospel. No, we just use the scriptures. All right, statements that are made by the scriptures are set forth themselves, and really these people that claim to be defenders of their gospel, which they're not really defenders of the gospel at all. It's really the fakers, imposters. The Bible cuts them, all right, because once again they don't read the Bible. All right. Now I'm gonna grab another precept. The 2 Timothy, the second chapter, in the 3rd verse, it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach." All right, and like I mentioned before, that word Vanguard means soldiers on the front line, right? So it said, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangling himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." All right, and I'm not just saying this for you brothers that are tuning in right now. I'm also speaking to myself as well. All right, especially when I do these videos, man. Whenever you do videos, basically, it's through the Spirit, because even through the videos that you do, you're teaching yourself. All right, because the Lord is the one that put words in our mouths. All right. So once again, it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." And to be a soldier is to be out on the front lines, man. In other words, you have to be out on the highways and byways. All right, you got to do the work. All right, you got to be out in the public, in the elements. All right. The Lord says he's gonna make. He's supposed to make your forehead as strong as theirs, man. You're supposed to have a forehead that's hard as flint. All right, that's, in other words, to be stubborn for the truth, man. And that's a part of being set in defense for the gospel. All right. Now I'm gonna grab another precept. Isaiah, the 62nd chapter, in the 6th verse. It says, "I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem." All right. Which I just, once again, going into Vanguard, right? "Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel keep not silence." All right. And that's why you consistently see brothers putting up videos, consistently going out on the highways and byways. We are not keeping our peace day nor night, and this is troubling to the people that surround us, right? Because they feel the spirit and the power that's resonating off of us, which is given to us by Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. All right, they feel the authority that's resonating off the men of the Lord. All right. So, of course, we're not going to hold our peace, right, until Yahawashi takes us off the highways and byways. Which that's going to happen, that's prophecy in the book of Amos, the 8th chapter and 11th verse speaks about that. So there's going to be a famine of the word. So, of course, we're not going to be out there in the highways and byways. There's going to be no access to this truth whatsoever in those days. And when I say those days, I mean Jacob's trouble, which that goes into martial law, the guillotines, the microchip concentration camps, the Gurkha troops. It's now I'm going to grab one last precept. I'm going to close it on out. This is 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, in the 47th verse. It says, so he answered me and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High. And this is Ezra that was seeing the vision of the elect that were being crowned by Yahawashi. All right? Because those are the ones who are going to make it through the destruction. They're going to be delivered. All right? And Yahawashi personally is going to crown them. All right? Once again, Lord's will, we're part of that hopefully elect number. Okay? So once again, I'm going to read this again. So he answered me and said unto me, talking about the angel that was speaking to Ezra. It says, it is the Son of the Most High, which is Yahawashi, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. And that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing men out in the highways and byways that are standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi and holding fast to the doctrine which we've been taught. Scriptures also speak about that. It says, continuing the things which thou hast learned. All right. But that pretty much wraps up this video and this lesson. In the Lord's will, this was very edifying to the body of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, to the members of the hopefully elect. Now you know the definition of the word vanguard, and that lets you know that we are the true vanguards of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. All right, not these other Israelite camps that put on a facade and an image just to satisfy the world, so to speak. But the men of great millstone that you see, we're coming to you raw and uncut. All right. So once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.